Hi, this is Prosper Wheaton back for part 2 here. So I'm going to walk through individual paintings which I have throughout the room here, and I will explain them and show them. I might not explain some things because I like to leave things open to the imagination as well. So I'll get started with this one here, which we're staring at right here. This is a painting that I have completed in the year 2020. I'd say it's probably about 2 months old, if I were to guesstimate. So this was a real fun painting. I like doing wild and crazy things, and I definitely consider this wild and crazy thing. I had a lot of fun with fluorescent colors here, as you can see. And one thing you'll notice, you'll see this in a lot of my art actually, as I go a little bit closer in here, is that this stuff is really very textured. My surfaces generally aren't really all that flat. I like to experiment with different surfaces. I also use some, I used to drip some paint for the background here, which is something else that I really enjoy doing quite a bit. So that's this painting, which is untitled. It's a new painting. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. So this next painting, this painting is titled. This is Lilith Fair, An Interpretation. Lilith Fair is my cat, who is going to be 17 in about 4 months. She's been with me since she was 9 weeks old. We've had an incredible journey together, so not surprisingly, she finds her way into my art pretty often. So one thing I want to focus on in this painting, and I'll go closer here, is the whiskers here. Now these whiskers are actually made with spaghetti. Spaghetti is something I really enjoy playing around with. I first got the idea of using spaghetti when I was visiting Montreal one time. I visited the studio of an artist named Peter Hart, who does impressionistic paintings with spaghetti, and he is amazing. Very different style from my own, but he definitely tuned me into the idea of using spaghetti, and I've since taken it in my own direction. Let's see, so this third painting I'm going to show you, this is a small one. This is another very recent painting. Again, I don't have a title for it just yet. That'll be coming along soon. I had a lot of fun with this one, as with the others. It's a real close-up, as you can see, and a lot of layers again, a lot of textures here. This next painting here, this painting is called Connection. I created this painting last autumn, I believe maybe September, October. So again, there's some more spaghetti in this exciting little piece here. So this is spaghetti here, which I used for these parts here. This again I kind of had Halloween on my mind a little bit when I was creating this painting. But I also had human connection in general. Like a lot of my earlier works didn't really have the subjects really communicating with one another, and that's something I've been really wanting to expand, have more communication in my art, basically. Above this one here, and this is a large painting. This is, I'm gonna have to back up a little so you can see the whole thing here. This is my largest horizontal painting. It's 40 inches long by 30 inches, 40 inches wide by 30 inches long. So this is Transdimensional Blue Cat. This is one I did, maybe about 3 years ago or so. It's a fun one I like showing people. So I'll go up a little closer here to show you a little detail. You'll see that there's all these little spots here, these things like this, these things here. They're all basically, throughout the painting here. I used glass painting material for that, which was, it's a fun material I like to use when I can find a way to use it every once in a while. And so coming up next is another one of my untitled, very new paintings. I finished this one up in January. And this has two subjects, just like when I showed you two paintings ago here. I used some glitter in this. I'm not really sure if that's gonna come through on the camera or not here, but there is glitter in the hair and in the faces as well. So that's that painting, and I'm gonna swerve you around to a different part of the room here next for Cat Pyramid. Cat Pyramid, again, I was thinking of my trip to Mexico City. Another trip I had also taken to Mexico before that, where I went on other pyramids. And I just love the idea of worshiping cats because I'm just really crazy about cats. So it's my actually second painting featuring a cat in a pyramid. The first one I gave away to a good friend. And so we will pick up after this for part 3.